Which one do you think is going to get ahead in the game faster? The barber that focuses on his neighborhood to build his clientele, or the barber that focuses on the rest of the world, social media, celebrities, running around doing house calls? Stability in the shop or running around in the world trying to chase dreams? Which one is more beneficial to a barber? Cole, can we have your opinion on the clip?
So what I think is both of them are beneficial, right? It depends on where you're trying to go with your career. Me as being a barber behind the chair in the shop, a barbershop barber, neighborhood, community barber, I believe in that one wholeheartedly, right? I don't necessarily agree with the celebrity chasing, right? Yeah. Because that's not a lucrative career. I've had an era where I cut the ball players, right? As soon as I got out of prison, that's what I started doing because I thought that was the pinnacle of being a barber, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of barbers
people do.
Right. So I had a client that was an assistant to a ball player that put me in the mix. I started cutting them and all that. I learned a lot of things, but also that's not my thing, right? Because I learned something. I knew barbers that cut celebrities and that chased that crowd. They was in the clubs. They was wearing what the ball players wear and the celebrities wear. They was doing what they do, right? And it took them on the road. Then I look up years later, me being a barbershop barber, and I noticed that my city, my neighborhood, and everything, they know by me, and I'm well established. Those people came back to behind that chair. Nobody knew who they were. They asking me for advice now, right?
Right.
So, I mean, it depends on where you're going in your career because celebrities need their barber too. But what I think is more of more profitable and more lucrative is cutting the celebrities. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you cut the celebrities and you chasing that, there's an end. There's an end to that.
Okay.
You still gonna end up behind the chair in the neighborhood.
Right.
At some point. Right.
You always gotta come back.
Is it when you're 40 or is it when you're 50 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because there's always gonna be another barber that's ready to jump on a celebrity's tip and charge him a cheaper price than you and let him get him on call and have him doing whatever you want him to do. It's always gonna be another barber that's willing to do that.
So what I'm getting from that is, man, solidify your status in your neighborhood, man, because it looks like it's a short-lived dream. You run around and you're chasing and you end up back in the shop anyway. So from what I got from that, man, solidify yourself in your neighborhood. Tank, what you think about it, man?
Nah, man, I think he hit the nail right on the head with that one, bro. Like, you know, I've been posting about it on my Instagram saying that, you know, if you want to chase the celebrities, that's cool and stuff, right? But your normal barber, the normal barber out of 8 out of 10 barbers, let's just say, I don't know the actual number, but let's just say 8 out of 10 barbers are making a living cutting hair behind the chair in some neighborhood, right? We ain't got to say their neighborhood, but they're cutting hair behind the chair. That's where the majority of us barbers make our money. So why do a lot of people always think that, let me go try to do this over here, let me do a house call this way, let me try to get on this celebrity's team to cut his hair when he comes into town? Like, yeah, it's going to be a good payment that time around, but what about the clients that you done shitted on to go do this?
Yeah.
Like I said.
Do you think so? Yeah. So it's making even more sense as you say that, because now, as Cole said, you're gonna have to end up back in that chair anyway. Yeah. You done curved all those clients all these months or years that you were chasing that dream. And also, what do you guys think from hearing you guys talk? I'm starting to think like maybe people really need to focus on the neighborhood more, because maybe it's because you're not getting that reach in your neighborhood and you're not getting booked up in that chair, and that's what's making you want to run and try to explore other outlets. But at the end of the day, like Cole said, you're gonna end up back in that chair anyway.
Yeah. And what I think is they trying to jump in the game and go straight to the top, because they think the top is cutting celebrities, and they even got some clients thinking that, right? They'll come to you and say, "Hey, you cut any celebrities? Why?"
Yeah.
Why? What does that make me? Does that make me more solidified as a barber because I cut celebrities, right? But the thing is this: I cut the local, dad and his kids, right? The single mother bringing all her boys. That means more, right?
Yeah.
But see, they want to jump in the game and get a celebrity in their chair. They think when I get this celebrity in my chair, I'm gonna post a video, post a pic, and then my Instagram gonna blow up, and then my city is gonna start messing with me now because I got such and such in my chair, right? They don't wanna go through the phase of putting that work in, long gaps in between clients, sitting out, begging people to cut their hair. Go through that stage to actually build your clientele. You think you're just gonna put the celebrity in, and that's gonna be the instant quick fix, and it don't work like that.
Man, young barbers, we got to think longevity in the game, because what I'm getting from what these brothers are saying, man, it's all about the future and what's going to happen later on, because it's true. I fell a victim a lot of times. I've had posts that went viral, and all of a sudden I'm getting all types of clients, and I'm feeling myself. I'm like, okay, social media is the way to go. But me, automatically, I grew up in my neighborhood. I've been here all my years of life, man, and I'm solidified here regardless. Been outside my whole life. Check on my story on my Instagram if you want. But everybody around here know the kid. So with that said, I never had that fall off to where when I get back into the shop, I could go work in somebody's shop and close mine down and be booked anywhere I go around the city. But I could see how when barbers get that little social media influx, they could be like, okay, this is the wave. But you're thinking right now, it's like the instant gratification. You're not thinking of the future. You're not thinking of the fact that when that slows down, like Cole was saying, the new younger barber, maybe you do it for 4 or 5 years, then this new younger barber is ready to be on the celebrity tip. Now you got to get back to the shop to try to go back to the drawing board and figure out square one, and nobody's there waiting for you. So definitely get yourself solidified and think about the future, barbers, not the right now. Think about your future. Hey, yo, so Cole, man, what else you got? What